Okay, well, those of you who know me fairly well know that I enjoy anything having to do with God's creation, the outdoors. And this time of year when I'm stuck inside, I start thinking about spring and it starts getting warm outside. And if you're a hunter, you know that springtime is turkey season. Springtime is when you get out in the woods and you hear the turkeys gobbling. So, to deal with cabin fever, I like to make a little bit of noise that resembles turkeys. So I don't have anything too special, but I just thought I would get up here and demonstrate a little bit for you what you might hear if you're a turkey hunter out in the woods on a nice pretty spring morning. Turkey season is one of my favorite times to be in the woods because it's when everything is just starting to green up and starting to get lovely out there. So the one downside of turkey hunting is you get up really early in the morning because usually the sun rises at 5:30 to 6. It's early, and you want to be out there before the sun is even starting to come up. So, I have two types of calls. There are more types of calls for turkeys. This one here is a box call. It's a pretty special call to me because it's one that one of my friends made and gave to me. I think it's pretty neat woodworking. And I also have two mouth calls here. These are calls that you stick in your mouth, and I will demonstrate that to you shortly. When you're out in the turkey woods, you basically hear one thing from the gobblers, and that's the gobble. And the hens, you will hear, you make different vocalizations. When you're a hunter out there trying to get the gobbler to come in so you can shoot it, you want to make sounds that sound most like a hen. So there are several different sounds. I would use my box call for the first one. The main, or I guess the most common sound you will hear from a hen turkey is simply the yelp. The yelp is a locator call, basically, and it kind of lets other turkeys know that, hey, I'm here, and yeah, so it sounds basically like this. When you're out there in the woods and it's quiet, that just gets your heart going. That's great. Especially if you hear another turkey next to you. So that's one call you hear. Another call you hear. These mouth calls, I'm just going to tell you how they work a little bit. They're basically just a thing that fits in your mouth and a little latex there. So it's like anything that, if you take something and stretch it, like a candy wrap or anything like that, you can blow on it and make noise. That's basically how these work. I'll just do a yelp with it. So, another sound what I hear is just a cluck. When a hen turkey gets excited or gets angry at another hen and just wants to show that she's dominant, they will often start cutting. And that's when it gets really exciting when you're out in the woods and you get a hen going for it. So a cut is basically a cluck, yelp combination kind of all run together. And it sounds basically like this. So that's kind of what you hear from someone in the woods. There are also a couple of calls that are just coming from a turkey that's just content and enjoying itself feeding. One of those is purr, and it sounds about like this. Just a nice soft sound, and anytime you were close to a flock of turkeys, you'll probably hear that sound just going between them, letting everybody know everything's okay and they're enjoying it. Another one, very similar, just basically a really soft cluck. So that's kind of some of the calls you use when you're out in the woods, trying to find somewhere that there's some turkeys around, and you get out there and just make some turkey calls and see if you can get one to respond back to you. The one turkey call that I haven't mastered yet, haven't developed I don't practice the gobble much because if you know much about turkey hunting, you know that it's probably not the wisest thing to make a gobble because the gobbler is the bird that you'll shoot. So sometimes hunters will come after the sound. So you don't usually want to make a gobble sound unless you're pretty sure you're the only hunter in the woods. But this is what it comes out like when I go. Pretty good,